John Woodmarap, MA Geology, BA Biology, is a qualified scientist and a creationist. He's published books on creationist topics, including one discussing the feasibility of Noah's Ark, and is a regular contributor to Answers in Genesis. Woodmarap is the author of a quite comprehensive piece on the Bristlecone Pine chronology. I encourage all of you to read it through in full. I'm presenting it here to rebut two oft-quoted fallacies from creationists. The first, that radiometric dating is unreliable and relies on many assumptions, and the second, that tree ring chronologies are unreliable, specifically because trees can have multiple growth rings in a single year. Be clear that in this video I'm restricting myself to this one paper and carbon dating of the Bristlecone Pine tree ring chronology. Something which is very implicit in Woodmarap's paper but not spelled out is that radiocarbon dates for the past 3,000 years are uncontested by creationists. The reason for this is a simple one. We have a massive amount of cross-referenced written and archaeological evidence from around 1000 BCE. Of course, many archaeologists would argue that we can go back much further than that, but here we are considering undisputed facts only. And there is no dispute between creationists and the scientific community that the historical record of the past 3,000 years is firmly documented. This means that there is a mass of organic material of absolute known dates which can be radiocarbon dated. And thus everyone, creationist or not, agrees that radiocarbon dating is very accurate for anything younger than 3,000 years. Now, there is an 8,000 year long bristlecone tree ring chronology, and this has been carbon dated. So creationists and scientists agree that the most recent 3,000 years of that chronology are accurate. Where does that leave us? As Woodmarap states in his paper, it leaves us with 5,000 tree rings to try to fit into the remaining 1,000 years, assuming that Noah's flood occurred 4,000 years ago. Be clear that Woodmarap, a creationist and firm believer in biblical literalism, can think of no mechanism whatsoever which would allow a bristlecone pine to generate 5,000 growth rings in just 1,000 years. He makes it clear that there are no known circumstances under which the bristlecone pine, unlike some other tree species, ever produces more than one tree ring per year. To his credit, elsewhere on Answers in Genesis, Woodmarap corrects another creationist who extends the fallacy, perhaps that's unfair, tries to extend the fallacy, that because he's seen multiple growth rings in Georgia, this might be extrapolated to all trees worldwide. Woodmarap's comprehensive paper concludes that he can find no way to collapse the bristlecone pine tree ring chronology. Finally, as Woodmarap infers, the bristlecone pine grows on dolomite, which is a remineralized limestone. This is a sedimentary mineral which creationists claim was laid down by the flood. So the entire 8,000 year chronology that Woodmarap is discussing is a post-flood chronology and not an Earth age chronology. The reason that Ken Ham and his ilk harp on about millions of years is because he does not want any of his audience to focus on the fact that trees living today are enough on their own to prove that his worldwide flood is pure mythology. I put this out there for you so that you can counter these creationist fallacies. If you enjoyed this, please thumb it up, share it. If you haven't added me on Twitter, please do so. And as always, thanks for watching.